For the sake of time today on this chicken masala dish, what I've done was I went ahead and rendered off the onions to almost like a translucent stage. Then I moved it over to the right side. I've got an oval shaped pot here, and I moved it off of the flame, as you can see. Then I went ahead and browned my chicken thighs, partially browned, and we're going to make a chicken curry actually. So what we have here is the cardamom, coriander, nutmeg, cinnamon, 2 bay leaves, whole cloves, paprika, a little bit of turmeric, and this is curry powder. This is about a tablespoon, and this is a tablespoon and a half, and these are all teaspoons, and that's a pinch. We've got diced or minced ginger is right here. We've got minced garlic, and then jalapenos. What we're going to do is we're going to start labeling or layering the flavors. These onions are about ready. Now I've got it, I'm going to go ahead and try to move this over. I'm doing it with one hand, so it's going to be a little shaky. The tripod isn't functioning today. So here we go. We're going to try to incorporate all of these. Alright. There we go. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put in my garlic and ginger, and a couple of the jalapenos fell in. That's alright. Just go in there and dig them out. That's what chefs do. We got asbestos hands. Mix all that together. Stir this for about 3 minutes. For the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and expedite the recipe and to add in all of the other ingredients. Now this is where the flavors really start to happen. What you're going to want to do, all of those spices that we saw earlier were roasted and then ground in an herb grinder, and you want to try to incorporate them. You don't want to add your liquid just yet because you want to get another toasty level, if you will, to those spices. And this is all one pot dish. As you can see, it's starting to take on a beautiful curry color, which actually a curry is more of a sauce and not the traditional curry powder. So what we'll do is you want to go ahead and stir that for a little bit. Let that marry, let all of those ingredients incorporate. It's beautiful, it smells wonderful. Always use a flat bottom like this, flat bottom spatula. That way the surface area, when it's scraping, it scrapes evenly. A spoon has a beveled edge, so it'll kind of scrape singularly, but this will scrape more of a wider section. Cuts down on your time. Alright, that's simmered enough. I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat down. Once again, I'm doing this with one hand, so. And I've got curry milk, okay, coconut milk, sorry. 2 cans of coconut milk. Now I use 2 different types of coconut milk, and the reason being is I just like the flavor that both of these bring together. So once again, I'm going to go ahead and stir this up. Pardon my mess. And what you want to do is add the jalapenos in. You don't want to get a heat to the jalapenos. You don't want them to caramelize. And then you see it's got a lot of gravy, so to speak, or curry. What we'll do is I'm going to turn this down to a simmer. about like that. And just let that simmer for about 30 minutes, checking it and stirring it often. And when it's done, just pour it over basmati rice. Garnish with cilantro. At the last minute, we're going to throw in a little cilantro at the end to tie it all together. And then we want to garnish it with sprigs of cilantro over basmati rice. Chicken curry. Bon appetit.